Advances in equipment and training techniques have come a long way since the beginning of recreational scuba diving in the 1950s. So far, in fact, that almost anyone who is comfortable in the water can enjoy the spectacle of the underwater world. But this does not relieve divers of certain responsibilities with regards to your body and the aquatic environment. When scuba diving, you're not only experiencing a new set of sensations, you are also subjecting yourself to the physical laws that affect your body. The most important of these laws deal with the increased pressure of the aquatic environment. For example, right now you may not be aware of the air pressure surrounding your body because it is evenly applied in all directions. However, when you go underwater, the weight of the water will become obvious. A liter of seawater weighs about 1.03 kilograms, or 64 pounds per cubic foot. Fresh water weighs 1 kilogram per liter, or 62.5 pounds per cubic foot, approximately 800 times heavier than air. Air pressure is defined as force per unit area and is commonly expressed in bar in the metric system, and pounds per square inch, psi, and atmospheres in the imperial system. For each additional 10 meters or 33 feet of descent, another bar or atmosphere of pressure is added to the pressure on your body. While our bodies are primarily liquid, approximately 70% by volume, the liquid portions of the body are considered to be incompressible for recreational divers. However, the other 30% of our body is air and will compress and expand when the pressure changes. The most important law you will learn in diving is Boyle's Law. Boyle's Law states, if the temperature remains constant, the volume of a gas will vary inversely as the absolute pressure and the density will vary directly. Or more simply stated, as pressure increases, volume decreases, and as pressure decreases, volume increases. As a diver, it is important to note that the greatest relative volume change takes place in the first 10 meters or 33 feet. This emphasizes your need to respond to pressure increases immediately underwater. Your body air spaces will compress upon descent, and unless you introduce more air into those air spaces, you could experience pain. For example, have you ever descended to the deep end of a swimming pool and noticed it hurt your ears? Your ears are one of those body air spaces that you will learn how to equalize. This increasing pressure is referred to as squeeze. Ear squeeze is the most common and also the easiest to prevent. Pain is the primary symptom when the eardrum and its connective tissue are under stress, and this pain should never be ignored. Pain is an indication that some tissue damage may already be taking place. As you descend underwater, you will feel external pressure pressing on the tympanic membrane, pushing the eardrum inward. To equalize this increasing pressure, you simply need to introduce air into the middle ear through the eustachian tube. The secret to equalization is to never wait for the pain to begin and equalize often. Prevention of ear squeeze is easy. To perform the Valsalva technique, pinch your nostrils closed and blow gently into your nose until the pressure is equalized. Do not blow too hard or try to force air into the middle ear. The Valsalva technique should be used very carefully, with practice only after yawning, swallowing, and jaw rotating do not work. A properly fitted mask will form an almost rigid airspace around your nose and eyes. Like with all squeezes, as you descend, pressure increases and volume decreases, pressing your mask tighter against your face. To relieve the pressure, simply exhale through your nose and the mask will be equalized. Suit squeeze is only a potential problem when wearing a dry suit. Dry suits are exactly what they state: dry. But in order to stay dry, you have to have air between you and the suit. Like with every squeeze, as you descend, pressure increases and volume decreases, and the dry suit compresses, creating ridges or folds pinching the skin, causing the surface capillaries to rupture. Like all squeezes, to prevent suit squeeze, simply add air to your dry suit on descent to equalize the increasing pressure. Now, we will move to a discussion about the diving equipment. The safest way for you to learn to dive and become a diver is in your own personal fitted, high-quality total diving system. The total diving system is made up of 6 subsystems. In this section, we are going to talk about the snorkeling system and the exposure system. The snorkeling system contains the mask, snorkel, fins, exposure suit, booties, and mesh equipment bag. Dive mask. Because the human eye is designed to function in air, not water, we must bring a pocket of air with us underwater in order for us to see comfortably. Your dive mask is the first component of the snorkeling system and your window to the underwater world. It gives you clear vision underwater, protects your face and eyes from irritants in the water, keeps water out of your nose, and gives you some protection from cold water. There are many types of masks available, but all perform the same basic function, and the most important consideration for your mask is fit. Selecting the right mask requires the assistance of your SSI dive professional. The mask will be fitted to the contours of your face. A double seal along the mask edge is very effective in keeping water out. Flexible mask straps or comfort straps secure the mask to your face. The lenses of your mask should be tempered glass to resist scratching and breaking. If you really want to enjoy every dive and not miss anything, don't forget to talk to your dive professional about a protective mask box, mask cleaner, and defog. You'll be glad you did. Snorkel. The next piece of the snorkeling system is the snorkel. Snorkels let us maneuver on the surface with little effort and let us breathe without lifting our heads out of the water. As part of the total diving system, the snorkel can help in the case of a surface swim with all of your equipment. For unrestricted breathing and easy clearing, a snorkel should have smooth internal construction with a large bore and self-draining vent, be made of relatively flexible material, and have a comfortable mouthpiece. The snorkel is attached to the left side of the mask. When using your snorkel, it should point straight up when you are looking down. This position provides the diver with a relaxed and constant view of the beauty below and easy breathing. Scuba fins. Unlike swimmers, snorkelers and scuba divers do not use their arms for propulsion. Scuba fins provide 100% of your propulsion. Scuba fins allow you to move through the water with a minimum amount of effort, substantially increasing the power of the bare foot. There are 2 types of scuba fins: full foot and open heel. Full foot fins are designed for warm water and are generally worn without scuba boots. Open heel fins are designed to be worn with scuba boots and used in all types of diving. The open heel model is adjustable for close, comfortable fit. Fins that are too tight will cause cramping, and loose-fitting fins may cause blisters or fall off while kicking. Your SSI dive professional will work with you and make sure you get the best fin for the type of diving you will be doing. The second component of the total diving system is the exposure system. On land, you wear layers of clothing to protect you from heat loss. When you go underwater, it's important to wear the same type of protection. The reason is you lose body heat 25 times faster underwater than you do in air. And as you will learn in Section 4, it's important to stay warm throughout your dives. Exposure suits are known as wetsuits, dry suits, dive skins, and rash guards. These garments are made from a variety of materials that are designed to protect the diver in all ranges of water temperature. The most important feature in an exposure suit is proper fit. Your suit should fit like a second skin, long enough in the arms, legs, and body. Ask your SSI dive professional to show you the different options for the type of diving you will be doing. Gloves or mitts are how you protect your hands against the cold and injury. In cold water, gloves ensure the manual dexterity needed to operate your diving equipment and protect the diver's hands from abrasion or irritants in the water. There are different types and thicknesses designed for a variety of diving conditions. However, gloves or mitts are not an invitation to touch marine life and coral underwater. Hood. A hood can also be added for extra warmth. The greatest heat loss areas are your head, torso, underarms, and groin. So, by adding protection in these areas, body warmth can be maintained. Safety flag and float. Some countries and states have laws that require divers to mark their position underwater with a float and dive flag. The diving flag signals to coming boats, "Diver down, keep clear, cut down your speed." The flag should be displayed only when divers are actually in the water. Check with your SSI dive professional for the rules that apply to dive floats and flags in your area. Mesh bag. You're probably wondering how you're going to transport this equipment to and from the dive site. The best bag for the actual dive site is a mesh bag. Not only does it hold all of your equipment, it also makes it easy to rinse it after diving and allows it to breathe and dry. Maintaining your equipment is important. After every dive, thoroughly rinse your equipment with fresh water and allow it to dry in a cool, well-ventilated area out of direct sunlight. Store your equipment in a cool, dry place and never in extreme heat or cold. If you want to learn more about taking care of your equipment, ask your SSI dive professional about the SSI Equipment Techniques course. The aquatic environment is a beautiful and exciting place. The techniques you will learn to maneuver and remain safe and comfortable underwater will be different than you have ever known. When you swim today, you use all limbs for forward motion. Once you become a diver, you will become part of the environment, with your arms to your sides, allowing your fins to do all the work. This streamlined posture will let you glide effortlessly through the water. Add a mask and snorkel, and you will become one with the water. With your face submerged, all the air you will need will come through your snorkel. Vision underwater changes in unique ways. There is an interesting optical illusion called refraction. Light rays bend as they pass from air through water and magnify objects by about 1/3. This means that an object 1 meter or 3 feet away will appear closer and fish will appear larger. Additionally, the deeper you dive, the warm colors red, orange, and yellow will virtually disappear, and your eyes will only see blues and purples. This is called absorption. Many variables will affect visibility underwater: refraction, illumination, absorption, diffusion, and turbidity. All of these factors can make the same dive site look very different throughout the day. Depending on where you dive, Water temperatures can range from around 0 degrees Celsius or 30 degrees Fahrenheit to over 30 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. You may even encounter a temperature difference of 10 to 15 degrees Celsius or 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit between the surface and depth. This change in temperature is called a thermocline. Your SSI dive professional will share more information with you regarding thermoclines. Sound also behaves very differently underwater. Sound travels 4 times faster underwater and seems to come from all directions. Since we cannot talk underwater, we need to communicate by using hand signals. Pictured here are the most commonly used hand signals. OK, question and answer. Something is not OK. Go up. Go down. Stop. I am low on air. Please review these hand signals before heading to the pool or view them on SSI's free smartphone app. We've covered many topics in this section. Remember, knowledge replaces fears and fantasies with correct information.